We're back. Uh, if this keeps up, I'm gonna have to just like pause stream until I get a new wireless adapter, I think. Because this is starting to get ridiculous. Ugh. Oh, well, there's security right away. There's archives. Experiment successful. What was my experiment? Each time you find trash while digging? But I didn't dig. I think the game's bugging out right now. Treasure trove? Yes. Okay, white box. Hold on. Okay, let me pull up the stuff on the desktop. Treasure trove. Chest. What the hell? Why is it not on my desktop? Maybe yesterday, did I not? Oh, it's in my pictures folder, not on the desktop. Okay. That's why I couldn't find it. Treasure trove screenshots. Hold on, let me see if I can... The green memos you find in this room will always be true. It was inside of a white chest. A true memo said green memos and white boxes are always lies. Okay. So this is, if it's a green memo, it's a lie. It's a red one, but it's handwritten. The previous box in this room contains a true statement. Okay. There was a moon symbol on the last one. On this one. Okay. File, save as. Chest 4. White with a moon sigil. Okay, so we know that the previous one was true. Because this is a handwritten red memo. So the true treasure of the trove is not inside of the house. So what could that mean? Oh, is that a plotted out route on that map? Or no, it looks like sea charts. Like seafaring markers. Okay. We're gonna back up a bit. Well, I guess we can go through this way. Okay. Drawing room, wine cellar, spare bedroom. We do have a sleeping mask and the rabbit's foot. Oh, that's silver key. I wanted to use the secret garden key. Pool? Sure. Actually, we can use the secret garden key here, right? Yeah. Yank. So chill. So jazzy. The music here reminds me a bit of Valheim, if you played it. I think it's because of like the oboe. Because I recall the early areas in Valheim used that a lot. Drawing room. Sure. The vault. I need greenhouse. There's the ladyship's chambers. Conservatory. I'll take the conservatory. Servants' quarters, unusual. That's fine. Boudoir is standard. Gym is standard. I want to make the boudoir more common. Because dice are useful. I was hoping to get like a room that was, I don't know, more useful than that. Guess we'll take the nursery. I already checked the red book, right? There is the word that I suspected. That's the wrong way. Banana. What if you draft a bedroom? Okay. It's not like a retroactive go back and get more steps kind of thing. Oh god. Oof. Excuse me. No. I really need the greenhouse. Fine, I'll take the vault. What to do? There's part of me that's really regretting not just grabbing the greenhouse that one day when we had the chance, because we've just not been able to string together a greenhouse. Locksmith. Do vault keys count as special keys? Keys, you say? Yeah. Silver key. I guess. Not what I wanted. A whole wall of keys. Piss. What's wrong with the silver key? Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. I need a vault key in order to get inside of one of the boxes, the safe security boxes that are inside the vault. And it's so hard to get the vault and also string together the other thing. Also, we're kind of screwed here. So I guess we take this because we need the gems. But things are beginning to look grim here, Rouge. I don't know how to break it to you. But our chances of doing anything relevant today are starting to go up in like smoke. Uh-oh. Another major key. That probably gives me a prism key. There's the power hammer. So I guess I take it for now. Ding. And hope that we can find a greenhouse somewhere along here. Ballroom's okay. Something, it said something about for one last dance and spin again around clock hands, and as they turn a second chance to rise above the falling sands, the true time lost in past romance. Clock strikes 12. It's probably past that time already. We did not find the greenhouse. There's the prism key. We'll go back in here to set our gems to 2. Lost and found. Might have a vault key inside of it. Before I go in there, I should drop off my power hammer so that I don't accidentally lose it. Alright, we're not getting into the antechamber today. It's unlikely that we would lose the power hammer going inside of there, but I am not risking it. It would be a Greek tragedy. My lockpick is gone. Investor needed. Oh, it's the watering can. Okay, what room do I not want to see? Ballroom is usually really bad. So, bam. No ballroom. No more parties. All right? Party's over. All right, well, I guess that's just it for today. Not the most eventful of days, but it's what it is. We read a couple new drafting strategies. Let's try sleeping in the dorms, see if anything happens. Hello. Sup, Mel? Buongiorno. Bienvenue. Como estat? Don't mind me. I'm just losing my gosh darn mind right now. Muy bien et tu? Comme ci, comme ça. How come? The game's just not cooperating with me right now. I have some set goals, but the RNG is getting me. You see? But other than that, it's fine. How you doing, Mel? Trading posts. I think I'd take the trading posts because it becomes more likely it could help us find vault keys. Yeah, the money in here is a one-time thing, huh? Okay. There's some points at about where you are that can feel a bit RNG dependent. Yeah. I might start asking for nudges in the right direction for specifically for sigil stuff and letter stuff, because while I am still enjoying this game, it's starting to feel like progress is getting a bit slow. Sometimes you just pivot into Tomorrow Room archetype. That's totally fair. Because after reading A New Clue, I have come to realize that there's probably a whole nother layer of bullshit in this game that I don't know if I would want to do on stream. My goal right now is basically just to finish off the sigil stuff and the red letter stuff. And then that's probably where I will put down blueprints. Alright, we got Realm and Ruin, and we got Drafting Strategy Volume 5. I'm going to take Realm and Ruin. It'll be really helpful for sigils. Perfect. I wonder if that's like a not disintegrated copy of the book that was downstairs. Because I was able to glean like a good amount of information from it, but there was like obviously missing pages, right? I'm leaving the door from the library off for now because actually I want to get some dice so that I can get the bookstore. You gotta run for a bit. Yeah, then don't worry about it for now. Did I look at New Clue with a magnifying glass? I did. I feel like I still missed some stuff, and I'll probably have to look at it again at some point. Alright, there's the dice that I was looking for. After I read the other books, I'll probably take another look at A New Clue. I mean, it's the reason I was able to figure out to break the vase inside the entrance hall. And I'm sure that's just like the surface of all the things that you can take away from it. Courtyard. Give me shovel. Give me... No item? What? Pardon? Ahem. The gems are not in a box with a true statement. The statement on the blue box is as true as this statement. The gems are not in a box with a true statement. These statements are identical. The statement on this blue box is as true as this statement. Wait. If this is true, this is true, and that would make this true. But they can't all be true. We need one box to be false. It has to be this one, because these boxes are identical. Because if this is true, this is true, this is true. That does not work. And if this is false, then this is false, and... Okay. So this has to be false, which means... both these are true, which means the gems have to be in here. Break room. Not yet. Just give me the greenhouse. Thank you. Okay, now we just need to find the code check room. For a second, I was freaking out because I thought, wait, did I not take the code check room? But I did. I know I did. Take the Mount Holly gift shop. Power source, watering can, cloister, study, hallway, cloister. When you got all these gems and a watering can, is pretty cool. Take the dining room. Do I want the quest bedroom? Terrace observatory. I'll take the observatory. Keys, gems for stuff. Okay. I guess we'll go draft the rooms at the bottom now. Wait, wrong way. Wasting steps. Uh, okay, I want the bookstore. Nope. All right. I know the answers to these because I was talking in a group chat and I was looking through it and I saw someone else talking about this stuff. And I'll be honest, 0% chance I would have got these. Because, okay. This one is the easiest one. It's think. And you'll be maybe like, well, why is it think? Well, you could read it as think, or you could read it as a thin K. And I'll be honest, my brain doesn't work like that. This one is ponder. The reason that it is ponder is that you could read that word as ponder. There is a P on top of the backwards facing red items, or red backwards is der. Ugh. Hate it. This one is reverie. I'll be honest, I don't know why. Is it not? This one is defecate. Or it's not. Funny. Someone was not giving the answers. Yeah, I guess not. Okay, well, I know think and ponder. I have no idea what any of these could be. Ponder. These are eyes. This is veritable, genuine. This is like half words. Actual objective. It is a 7-letter word. The eyes are looking away from the objective. A veritable, genuine, actual object. Actual objective. Some kind of pun. Horizon? Nope. These words are similar. Genuine and veritable? Truth? Honesty? No. Like I said, my brain doesn't work like this. I have no idea. How much do we want? I would be fine with just being given the answers because I don't care about these. These ones are annoying me more than anything. Because, like, I don't even know where to begin. These words all mean real. Realize. Yeah, nope. Never would have gotten it. Alright, so this is an infinity symbol that's been stabbed a bunch. It's got the deadly sins. Next to it, it's got a shark in the water. It's got a carpet made out of a monkey. Now you have 3 words that all pertain to thought. How? What? Oh. Think, ponder, realize. It's not just infinity. No. Okay, of course not. Has to do with thought. You could find it in a thesaurus. Contemplate. That's too long. Rhymes with an 8. Meditate. Nope. Create. No. That also isn't enough letters. R. It's not like reiterate. Rumiate? Ruminate. Ruminate. How does this mean ruminate? Oh. Key 8. Presumably will lock room 8. Okay. That must be the room that I'm missing. Does not fit. Alright, give me keys. I have keys. Does it have to be the 8th room that I draft? I mean, that would make sense. Or maybe it's only available on rank 8. It's one or the other. I would guess, at least. I don't have the key card. Patio terrace. Guess we'll take tunnel since I've never taken it before. Ah. Okay, we're on floor 8. Okay. 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 Oh, okay. So ruminate is just a pun on room 8. So the picture was just of the room. Okay. So I have to figure out where to place these statues, I'm guessing. It was a painting of room 8, okay. The sum of my sin, as it is penned, is a number within the room we are in. Okay. The first begin place me within. To first begin, place within a bin with an N within its sin. Oh, I picked it up. Envy, gluttony, mundanity. Okay, so we can just pick them back up. I recommend you think again if I am ever in a bin far from the fin. The bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend in the tail of the skin. Near the bend of the tail in the skin. Okay. So hubris. You won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin down on the end. Okay, so you probably go here, huh? It can only be in hubris or mundanity for the dog. And then this one said that it needs to be near the bend in the tail of the skin, so okay. If we spend a min or 10 lounging in the den, you know which bin I'm often in. I mean, spending 10 minutes in one place sounds slothful. I share a trend with my neighbor's sin, a letter and its twin, a pair on each bin. I share a trend with my neighbor's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. A letter, so 2 double letters. The sum of my sin, as it is penned, is a number within the room we are in. 8? Okay. To my chagrin, my neighbor's sin is written thin to fit it all in. So neighbor's sin is, so it's either in wrath, avarice, far from the fin, a bin far from the fin. Okay, so this one has to be in either envy or lust. I'll put you in envy since it's right below the fin. The sum of my sin, as it is penned, is a number within the room we are in. Oh, 1, 2, 5 letters or 8 letters. Gluttony is the only one that's 8 letters, right? Because mundanity is 9, avarice is 7, gluttony is 8. Okay. Avarice. Place me in a bin with an N within sin. Well, it can't be avarice or lust, so this one has to be in lust. You go in envy. I share a trend with my neighbor's sin, a letter on its twin. Sweet. Woo! Trophy! For solving the puzzle in room 8 on rank 8. Neat. Neato. Don't want the master bedroom. I guess so. Swords? I don't have the vault. Please. For the love of God, give me the vault. I don't have a key card. I don't have a shovel. I have very few items. Do I take the rotunda just as a way to continue forward, I guess? There we go. Oh my god, every door is locked. The vestibule? I've never picked the vestibule. Did this lock behind me? It did not. I'm taking the Solarum. Make it more likely for me to get the vault or the treasure trove. don't need the garage. Please, vault. I'm actually running out of gems. Car keys. Okay. Clock tower. Archive. I'm so sick of the archives. Like, I mean, I guess we can take the archives because we're just looking for the vault, and the vault has costs 3 gems, right? So if we see one with 3 gems... Oh my god, every door is locked. Well, there's the treasure trove, which I'm absolutely taking. Okay. It's another white box. It's got the waves on it. This is a lie. Because we know that green memos and white boxes are always lies. Two realms have the same color banner. Alright, well, so no realms have the same color banner. Gotcha. I mean, we could have assumed that. Just 5 white wave crest. Or white chest. Wave sigil. And then attached. Great. There's the code check, which we need. Because we have the greenhouse, finally. Taking this, I'm checking the vault key. Cloister will go down to. Right? Yes. The problem is I don't have enough gems now. So if I get offers... I guess I could go to the laundry room and exchange my money for gems, just to be extremely safe. Finally. Days of trying to do this. The gardener's logbook. When I got fired. She loves me, she loves me, she loves me, she loves me not. Okay. The original Gar's Handbook, February 1992, When I Get Fired. This is a record of my many indiscretions and lapses of judgment. Should this logbook ever be found, know that my guilt is exceeded only by my failings. As the groundkeeper of a vast estate, it is my responsibility to ensure the property remains well maintained and beautiful all year round. From the many green rooms of the manor to the sprawling lawns, it is my duty to attend to every aspect of the grounds, ensuring they are orderly, presentable, and accessible so that they may be appreciated by both guests and family. That would be the day. This logbook, many years overdue, will serve as a record of some of my duties, discoveries, and contributions I have made to the estate over the many years I have served here as groundskeeper, and however many more are yet to come. Not many, apparently. February 25th, 1990. A few months ago, I made a truly remarkable discovery in my role of Mount Holly horticulturalist. Through years of breeding and experimentation, I successfully created a new species of flower with a fruit that resembles a gemstone in every detail. Although the fruit is not edible, it is nevertheless a marvel of nature, possessing all the beauty and brilliance of a genuine jewel, but with the added benefit of being entirely organic. Despite the creation of this flower being my proudest accomplishment to date, my joy was slightly curbed when I was informed by Randolph Moore that my employer's company, Cinca, had decided to deny my request to announce my discovery to the public, completely disregarding my years of hard work and dedication to this project. This decision was absolute rubbish. I have poured my heart and soul into this project, investing countless hours of research and experimentation to create something truly extraordinary. I feel this flower has the potential to make a significant impact on the field of horticulture, and it feels like such a waste to keep a gem like this hidden away for, quote, further research. As I suspected, they wanted the flower to serve primarily as a cheap way to produce resources for special floor plans. October 1990. I had high hopes for this logbook, but I have struggled to find reason to add another entry. My employer's decision earlier this year has left me feeling disheartened, and I find it difficult to find the motivation to continue my work. I am aware that my disappointment is affecting my performance, and I am reminded of that daily when I see the houseplants slowly dying as I make my rounds. Perhaps I should quit. I really, really should have. January 8th, 1991. My ambition has been reignited. I overheard, perhaps with some prodding, that the employee contracts for the staff are kept within the Baron's private office on the 10th rank. Okay. Inside of room 46. A fact that I found quite remarkable considering that the house only has 9 ranks. This all but confirms the long-held suspicion that the rumored 46th room is in fact north of the antechamber, a suspicion that I had always considered too obvious to be plausible. As much as I wish to abandon all pretense of caring about my job to focus on this new project, I fear I must resume my gardening duties for the sake of appearances. It has, after all, been a long time since the north side of the house has received the groundskeeper undivided attention. Let's trim the hedges and see what we find. Okay, so this guy is definitely the reason that like the security doors and everything exist. January 11, 1991. If there is a 10th rank, it is impossible to perceive its existence from the outside. So if it does exist, then I'm going to assume that reaching it can only be done through the antechamber. Sadly, security has only gotten tighter in the years after Mary's disappearance. Oh yeah. And that room is no longer locked behind regular doors that can be opened by regular keys. No, that would be too easy. Instead, the Baron had remote access levers installed in several different rooms of the house. Funny enough, I already know the location of 3 of these levers, as one was recently installed in the greenhouse and another 2 were installed in the secret garden. It's almost like they were choosing green rooms just to tempt me. Great hall, secret garden, greenhouse, weight room is sealed. It appears each antechamber has 1 primary access lever in addition to a redundancy in another location. Yeah, so weight room and greenhouse for the south door, secret garden for both these, great hall for this one, and then the mechanarium for this one. March 10th, 1991. Although there were few months of exploration have yet to yield the fruit I seek, I have, in that time, gained a much greater mastery of the estate and have stolen many glimpses behind the black curtain that veils from many mysteries. Among the more exciting of my recent finds was the discovery of a hidden chamber in one of the outer rooms, sealed shut behind a false wall. The stale quality of the air and the unmistakable aroma of corroded metal led me to believe that this chamber has remained sealed for many decades. Within it I found a large vat and a copper still, their time-worn surfaces streaked with creeping veins of oxidation and rust. Resealed in January after deal in Reddington fell through. I am unsure if these instruments can be restored to working condition, but if they can, I may yet find use for the sugar beets and potato stores rotting away at the root cellar. Right. So this is the distillery that we found inside of the trading area. August 4th. At last, I have finally discovered a location of one of the north levers. Oh, so is there more than one north lever? It is deep underground in a location so far removed from any of the state's plant life that I had been discovered. I would have been completely vulnerable without any excuse but curiosity offered to my captor. As anxious as I was to pull it, I have decided to wait until the Baron is away at it, as it reduces the risk of being caught significantly. And once he leaves, I don't think that a delay in returning will be too hard to engineer now that Kristoff is under my thumb and beholden to do whatever I command. August 15th. Well, there's no turn back now. After finally reaching the objective I have been working toward for the last 4 months, I made an impulsive decision in the heat of the moment and took more than just my contract. I found something that I knew could give me the chance to make back some of the money I felt was owed to me and grabbed the opportunity without really considering the consequences. Given that there is now only one missing file in the staff contracts, I have unwittingly left an incriminating trail leading directly back to me. My only hope is that they consider it too obvious to be plausible. I'm almost positive I'm going to get away with it, but at this point I feel I owe it to myself to get what's coming to me, one way or another. So he broke into the rank 8 room, stole his staff contract. Red letters! Red letters! Are you the guy that was blackmailing him? Yeah, there's like trimmings to make like an anonymous letter as well. Okay. That didn't really direct me towards anything new, unfortunately. Like, it's cool that I finally got it. But it didn't feel, you know, important, like, super important. Oh. Dinner. It's the commissary weight room. I just ate dinner. It's fine. If I don't take the weight room, then we just, like, lose. So might as well. Well, the treasure trove now leads into the antechamber. Well, these are both dead ends, so... Oh, the observatory was also accessible. Well... Pump room. We didn't have a key card. We have the trading post. Didn't find the vault. Hmm. Okay. Is there any other place that I can use this power hammer that I can think of? There's nothing else that stands out to me. We did... Secret room... Or secret garden, greenhouse, weight room, downstairs in the basement, the vases in the entrance hall. I'm sorry. The place down in the chess room. I don't know of any other... I can't think of any other places that it could be used. So it might be time to just give up the power hammer for now. And just hold the vault key inside a coat check. Do we want to empty the pool? Since we have the way into it from the right side. And we have the boat available as well. So I guess we can do that. Let's see, which one does the pump? 6 goes to tank 1. I need to do this. Wait, no. Yeah, there we go. Because I haven't gotten a chance to open the chests that are inside the pool yet. If we ever need to go down to the chest room, we can. Because the reservoir is still at the right level, so... Alright. Where's the pool? It's all the way up there. Well. Patio from the Great Hall. Yep. Yep. Been a while since I had a day where I didn't have a shovel. And it's like extremely noticeable when you don't have one. Silver key. Okay, it's just a guaranteed 2 chests inside of the pool room. Because of the swim trunks, I mean, that's really useful. Yeah, we're not gonna get rid of the power hammer at this point. So I guess we sleep in the master bedroom? I think sleeping in the master bedroom gives us more steps or something. Alright, we have a vault key inside of coat check. So we want the tomb. Since we want a specific room outside, I'm not gonna go get the outdoor room until I've got like dice or something. I mean, I pretty much just always want the library now. Treasure map. Okay. Cool, cool. Realm and Ruin. Yep. Here we go. When the scholars of the First Era found any hidden things, either of natural source or results from the creation of man, they were accustomed to record these in various signs with the aid of figures. They did this in order that the sigils of the realm might not be understood by strangers. Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They have been found in every era and every culture and predate both written text and heraldic arts. However, today, when we use the term sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils. These crude circular marks of designation found on royal artifacts, buildings, and older documents. This book was written to make simple the understanding of these fascinating glyphs, and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography of the realm's royal art. How is the image of a leafless burning tree seen in geometric lines, and what does that tell us of the kingdom's history? Each line, each circle, and each variation tells the story of the land. Even the abandoned borders around the sigils adorned borders have special meaning. Okay, so we get to replace some of our stuff. Alright, Cora Rika is the V. That's the biggest continent, huh? Okay. Cora Rika. And it's the V sigil. Okay. The rays! Spouting forth from the core will come several dividing lines, splitting the sigil into pieces. From one sigil to another, the rays will often differ in number, style, and form. Studying the differences in these lines will immediately reveal several things about the realm. Counting the number of divine lines in a sigil will reveal to us what method of transformation was prevalent in a kingdom. Were they a seaside kingdom that relied on ships, or a desert domain that might have employed camels to cross the sandy expanse of their lands? Oh, thank you. This doesn't look important. This seems a bit important. Turtleback travel. Well, I found one that related to that based off a stamp. Save as desktop. Lines. Let's replace that one. Naval capacity, ship routes, 8. The 8 rays of these sigils resemble the directions on a compass rose. Roads, streets, carriages, the 4 rays here look like crossroads of horseback, rough trails, another sigil that uses 4 rays. However, these will always be configured to suggest a horse galloping. Train system. The 3 rays here are used in realms to realms. Sigils for realms that rely on tract-based travel. Aviation, dirigibles, balloons. The 5 rays here suggest travel above the horizon. Camels and turtleback. Yeah, look at that. Straight black lines indicate a lack of unusual harsh weather and normal temperatures. Let me take a picture of this one real quick. Not modes. Do I just save this as weather? Yes, I think I do. Oh. Motes. We had all of these already. On each sigil, floating between the raisins are small figures called motes. From the shape and style of the mote used on the sigil, we can tell the type of society a given realm proclaimed. Black, red, violet, pink, green, yellow, orange, white. Putting it all together. Venaries, the Grand Realm. Road, carriage. Foggy, militaristic, red. Yep. Cool. I might be able to actually fill out nuance now. Because we saw that it was green. It used a Zeppelin. The weather didn't seem to stand out on the stamp. And then we just have to guess on what the the environment was like. But like, if you narrow down enough of the aspects, then it's like not too hard to finish it off. Just some trial and error. There are 2 true statements. The gems are in a box with a false statement. There's only 1 true statement. Well, these both can't be true. The gems are in a box with a false statement. There's only 1 true statement. We need to determine if this is true or not. Alright, so let's say the gems are in here. The gems are in a box with a false statement. So this would be false. Making this true and this true. So it could be in here. If the gems are in here, it kind of breaks the logic because this is the only box that can be used to determine where the gems are. So like if the gems are in here, it itself being true would make it false. But if it was false, then it would be true. So the gems can't be in here. And if the gems are in this one, they would say this one is that would make, let's say, this false, which would make this true, and then this would have to be false. But one of these has to be true. So the gems can't be in here. The gems have to be in this one. Ooh! "4D logic puzzles complete." for potentially an item? Yes. Commissary? I don't hate the utility closet in this spot. Yep. Okay, we just need to find the code check now. Nope. Rabbit's foot. Nope. I need some that turns left. Yep. Oh dear God. Don't do this to me, game. Alright, well, hopefully you're selling keys. Well, there's a shovel. So maybe we can dig up a key. Because that's our only option now. Nail. All right. Security. There's the gallery storeroom. Key. Another nail. Oh, I should do an experiment. Enter. Experiment setup. Each time I find trash while digging, gain a star, a letter will be delivered. I want more letters. Okay, there's the dice for the outer room that I was talking about before. That gives us a few shots at the tomb. Any keys in here? Oh, we got mail. Coins. Fine with this. Mailroom, furnace, lab. Oh. Any items hiding in here? Doesn't look like it. Not using the weight room. I think I want the observatory to go to the left. The key? Any one-time key? Broken lever. Huh. Give me a key. Dead room, dead ends. Okay. Drawing room, bunk room. Drawing room, please. Locked. Locksmith. Garden key. 3 keys. Okay. I'll take the secret garden. Oh. We managed to keep the run alive. This is a bit of a pain in the ass that you have to do this every time to access both levers. I guess the chances of getting up here is pretty small, but eh. Shop. Another mail. I feel like there's some kind of glitch going on here. My experiment is proccing way too many times. Oh, I can build the super shovel. I'm gonna try it. Why not? More effective. There's the code check. I can't pass it up. It turns this into a dead end, which leaves us with just the Mount Holly gift shop. But I mean, like... we have the ability to do this. So I'm not passing it up. Apple? Any apples? Nope. Guess we're taking the bunker room. Oh, we had exactly 2 green rooms. Let's go. Double your gems. Cool. I've got many gems now. Fruit. No. Banana. I used the utility closet. Gamba. Oh, the key card. Wow, look at that. No. Another item in here? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Man. One of these days, this Chamber of Mirrors is going to be sick. Ooh. Wow. Really pays off, don't it? Another letter has been delivered. That one's already open. Conference room, wine cellar. Be good. Nope. Oh, the telescope. More dice. Well, we got more dice. That's gotta be for the key behind here, right? Yeah. more dice. Well, we're pretty much guaranteed to get the tomb now. Also... Nope, I used the broken lever. Alright, well... I believe that makes us dead, so... On the plus side, we can go to the vault. Is this just a straight line? No, we have to take a right at security. A left here. And then this is just a straight shot. Fruit, fruit, fruit. Banana. More dice. I was being so conservative with the dice. Because I wanted to make sure I got the tomb. And then we just got 6 more dice. It's fine. Alright, 2, 3, 3. Ton of money, allowance token, another passport. Compromised. Danielle Grays. Another Fenairies passport. Isn't there supposed to be a sanctum key inside of the vault? Is there still another vault key that I'm missing? Probably. They gave me a ton of money. Which is, like, fine, I guess. I don't really have a use for it. Because the Mount Holly shop, I don't think I can afford anything inside of. And don't have the bookshop. Alright, going to the tomb. Didn't even have to re-roll. Okay. Angel arms in a specific order. Are they all up right now? They might be. Okay, they all look to be up. So the first one we need is the harvest. You're the baker. Chimney sweep. Maid. Equestrian. Orinda. Alright, harvest. Next is the cook. Or the baker. Farmer. Chimney sweep. Maid. Equestrian. Orinda. It was just that simple, huh? I was way overthinking that one. A skull. An arrow. Hold on. Ooh. The other half of the underground map, sure. It's really funny that I found... Oh my god, is that more letters? Is this from the... Is that from the gardener? Torches. This is the door on the other side, right? What's the puzzle here? How does one unlock this? Is it another situation where I need the power hammer? And it's like the day after I decided, oh, I probably don't need it. Because these crates look like something. I should have tested if I could have broken the crates. I forgot about that. Really? Just a big old arrow. Alright, well, at least I unlocked that, but I thought there would have been more, man. Did I get to the room where the treasure maps live? Did you look at the map? I mean, I glanced at it. Bunk rooms is where the treasure is? Okay. That's the well. That's the basement. You have returned. Hello, metronome. Oh. Oh, I can pull down this one's arm. I see. Yeah, I was overthinking the tomb sequence way too much. I thought there were, like, copies of the statues inside of the mansion. Sorry for the backseat. No, I appreciate it. I mean, like, it doesn't really do much for me. Wait, I can go inside the tomb when it's not the outer room now. Is that relevant? I'm not sure. We managed to open another vault safe box, but it was just money and another passport and an allowance token. That's how you got the antechamber without the basement key. Yeah, that makes sense. You like went around to the other side and then used the boat to get across. Power hammer into the basement area from the outside. Right. We power hammered the greenhouse, and then I decided to let the power hammer go because I can't think of any other areas that would use it. In exchange for keeping a vault key inside of the code check. I think you got the ones. Yeah, I think there were like 6 of them that I ended up finding, which feels like it's gotta be, you know, them. Maybe not them all, but it feels like it. I bet you this door would just be locked if you didn't have this as the outdoor room. Yeah, I put water in the well, didn't I? Partially. Okay. There's treasure in the bunk room. And then, can I make it? I might be able to. What sanctum keys am I missing? Let's see. I've gotten 5 of them. I got the one inside the clock tower. I got the one that was inside the antechamber. I got the one in the reservoir. I got the one in the abandoned train station. And there's one other one that I got. I would need to look at the answer. I would need to look at the clue card. Oh yeah, the one inside the music room. Yes, I did get that one. So the one that I'm missing is the 8th key is waiting in the last room that you don't open, I think is what it said. There's one that's waiting for the king on his throne. Which I think has something to do with the drawing room. And then what's the one that I'm missing? Oh yeah, inside the vault. Which I'm assuming is just behind one of the lock boxes. You just need to get lucky and get the right key. And then there are 2 red letters that I have no idea where they could be. Maybe one of them is inside of the mirror room. But every time I get offered the mirror room lately, it's in a spot where I would be impossible for me to open all of the windows. Or all of the mirrors. Because it keeps getting offered to me, like, super late. We did room 8. Which I thought might have been a red letter or something, but it's not. The gallery pissed you off? I mean, I was given the first 2 answers in a group chat, and then Rabbit helped me figure out the other ones. I was not vibing with that one. It fully broke your friend, yeah. It was... I was not a fan of that one. I guess we'll take the 4 items. Sledgehammer and a metal detector. It is fully optional, so that is true. Yeah, it feels like the super hard puzzles are optional. I need to make one more... There's one more contraption that I need to make, and it looks like it's made with the coin purse, of all things. You're kind of tempted to 100% it. I've decided that I'm not going to go for 100% anymore. I just want to finish off this sigil in red letters and then call her. A false box contains the gems. The black box is true. The black box is false. Ahem. If the gems are in the black box, a false box contains the gems. Well, that would make this false, which would make this false, which would make this true, which works. There's so many true all shit later on once you feel done with it. Yeah, for sure. So if the gems are in here, false, false, true. If the gems are in here, a false box contains the gems. Black box is true. Black box is false. If the gems were in here, this would say this would say that this is false. But then if this was false, then this would have to be false. So it breaks the logic if the gems are in there. If the gems are in here, a false box contains the gems. The black box is true. The black box is false. So if this was false, it would say that the black box is true. So the gems could be in here too, then? And it would work. Well, if the gems were in here, that would make this box false. Which would can't be. Alright, so it can't be in this one, it can't be in this one, it has to be in this one. I feel like I'm getting pretty close to being done with the game. Based on, like, what I want to get out of it. Money. It's approaching a reasonable round, but that's more than the credit roll, but not going full sicko mode. Yeah. Yeah, a new clue definitely scared me silly. Because I was like, there's too much. Yeah, exactly. Like, if I was just playing this in my free time, then I would feel more inclined to try and figure it all out and, like, collaborate with other people. But because I'm, like, streaming it, makes it a little different. Realm and Ruin was useful. I could probably maybe figure out nuance at this point. We haven't gotten Drafting Strategies Volume 5 yet. That's the only drafting strategies we haven't rented at this point. I'm going to save the library because I kind of want the bookstore to get the last book. So if we can get like the boudoir or something, that'd be nice. You got non-streaming free time for games and all. There's some pretty cool stuff, but I definitely see how streaming changed relationships to time-consuming games. Well, that's the thing. I basically don't game outside of stream. I think the only time that I've really gamed outside of stream was like playing Balatro. That's because you can like pick up Balatro and the runs can be pretty quick and snappy. I think I want to approach it from this way. Yes. There was the boudoir, but it's fine. There's the boudoir. I think I made the boudoir common because dice are super useful. Also, like, a room that gives 2 dice and a gem is just pretty good. And it doesn't cost any gems. Courtyard, hallway. I think I want the hallway here. Clock tower. Kitchen. Well, this is gonna end up making this a dead end regardless, huh? Man, my hallways are so sick with the clock tower. Holy crap. It's just so many it's just so many keys on the next day. Yeah, this note specifically, I'm confident this note has something to do with that castle word that was down inside of the chest room at this point, because it spells out sacred, and like I don't want to be like looking for words. Yeah, it was like I made comment of that when I first saw that letter. I haven't drafted the planetarium yet. Survey of constellations. Ah, it just shows off. New constellation at 50. 7 different constellations observed on 40. Cool. Very cool. Not to refer to it as the sacred poem. Yeah, fair. Alright, we need the bookstore. Okay, well, you know, sometimes you prepare for it, and it's just there. Alright, we have cleared out the bookshop. Classroom. Corridor, straight to the foundation? Sure. I'm gonna try and figure out nuance, because we know its color, and we know that it used a Zeppelin, and the weather on it looked fairly fair. I'm pretty content with just sticking with Sanctum sigils and red letters. Unless there's like something really cool that you think that I'd be missing out. Well, I do want to get the last microchip to go inside of the Black Bridge Grotto. Okay, borders. Green is that one, it looks like. It would also give you more things to do on runs, which makes you less RNG susceptible. Sure, why not? Though, maybe tomorrow, because we've only got like 15 minutes left before we have to call it for today. It looked like plain weather, the lines, aviation, dirigibles. No. I feel like this is not supposed to work this way. Like, I don't think it's supposed to move both at the same time. Or maybe it is, I don't know. Make it less easy to brute force. Yeah, that's probably fair. Dirigible. Is that one? It looked like it was fair weather. It was like a mountain range, and it had like a forest and stuff. And like weather, well, what other weather conditions are there? Foggy, wavy lines indicate heat, rain, stormy, snow, windy. Yeah, no, it didn't give off any of those vibes. And then the moats, tribal. Well, it uses a dirigible, so I'm gonna guess no. Agriculture, harvest and farming, martial. Metropolitan, academic, industrial, spiritual, poetic. Oh, thankfully, this one doesn't change the other ones. So let's go with Metropolitan. I was clicking the button. Come on. Ugh. Okay, it wasn't Metropolitan. Academic. Industrial. Spiritual. Poetic. Tribal. Agriculture. Martial. Alright, so there's something wrong here. This is green, right? Just a bunch of straight lines. There's a green stamp. It had a Zeppelin on it. It looked like it was mountainous. I didn't see any weather indicators. Alright, I guess I must be missing information still. Maybe I'm making an assumption on its weather. That's what's screwing me up. Well, we did get some more mail delivered to the mail room. So if we can find the mail room, we should take it. Because he does occasionally actually offer useful information on it. Like, granted, all of it is useful if you didn't know the stuff that they're talking about. It feels like getting mail delivered to the mailroom happens a lot less likely than you are to have been able to discover some stuff. I'm not sure. I'd be curious to see if people actually like learned a bunch of stuff from that. Yes, Rouge. You creepin'? I think this is a good passageway spot. Sounds very useful. That's like the main thing. These all suck. I guess we'll take the observatory. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Look at that. Diamondus Major and Minor. Wow. Incredible. Kitchen? Sure. Dare I dream? $1 for a banana? How do I say no? Imagine if I had the coupon book. That'd be free bananas. That would be... what would you call it? Crazy... wild... I'm sure I'll find the right word for it. Wait. This greenhouse has an exit to it now. Oh my god, it gives it a door. Well, that's really cool. I'm shooketh. I'm shocked. My life has changed for the better. I don't want the storeroom. Don't want the solarum. Choices. So many choices. Give me the solarum. I love rare and unusual rooms. And I can refill the watering can? You've been in the conservatory so much that the solarum is basically a downside at this point. Because going to the conservatory is just like a billion things. I'll admit, the conservatory is actually just like such a cool idea. Where it naturally scales up with your progression through the game. Your unusual rooms are mostly the bad ones now? Oh, because you've, like, changed their rarities. You know what? I didn't even, like, consider that. That's a good point. Shovel? One-time shovel? Bam. Where's my shovel? Dovecoat? I think if we can make the chapel face up, that's probably what we want. Yeah. There's something in here, apparently. Oh. Sneaky key. Stop it. Stop it. Thank you. Green rooms. I do like the morning room. But the patio goes up. So I'm gonna take it. And also we still have this watering can. I don't have any way to open that door. Uh-oh. That door's locked. This door's not locked. The garage for keys. But what if I get the garage this way? Oh, there's also the mail room. Alright, I'll take the mail room. It's fine. Letters. Oh, it's got to be all of them at this point, right? Simon, I'm going to be mentioning members of the staff, perhaps. If I'm going to be mentioning members of the staff, perhaps I should give you a brief introduction. Well. Let me take a picture of this real quick. Because maybe one of their names is an admin code that isn't displayed. Staff names. Miss Ann Babbage, my boss. House manager. Kirk Darren, head of security. Randolph Moore, lead lab technician, network admin, humble author of these letters. Kimberly Thompson, lab assistant and helpful sidekick. Chef de Camp, head of kitchen, maker of tasty meals. Hartley Ruta, the Baron's personal valet, retiring. Christoph, the chauffeur. Robert Nagula, the new groundskeeper. There are a handful of other names among the various live-out and seasonal service staff, but due to their infrequent mention, I thought it best to omit them from this cursory introduction. You're not going to let me look at that? Okay, that's fine. Oh, I don't have a magnifying glass! Wait, this is from Morinda, is it not? Another successful experiment, another letter. You have certainly been keeping yourself busy. As I've spent the last few days racking my brain trying to come up with new clues for you, I have reminded of your mother's aptly-named book, A New Clue, and how fiendishly she hid the clues for her readers within its pages. Don't worry, I won't be hiding my clues for you in imagery or requiring you to comb the text with a magnifying glass. The truth is, I'm not nearly as clever creative as she was. The best I could muster trying to be cryptic and mysterious would be something like, break the bricks in the weight room is something that has a handle and is very heavy. I'm afraid that, in spite of my best efforts, the result is not quite cryptic or even less mysterious. I suppose I'll leave the riddles to your great uncle and his niece. Unused memos? The numbers 6, 7, and 9 do not appear in any of the fixed combinations of the safes on the state. Safe code D8 is true, which we already know about. There is a safe on rank 10. What did the picture in the dark room say? Is it Green Memos by Randolph are true? The safe that's in rank 10 has to be behind the stupid fucking pin board. Dear Simon, as I've been running out of ideas of my own, yesterday I asked Kirk Darren if he had any additional security advice I could pass on, and to my surprise, he gave me an envelope and directed me to include it in my next correspondence to you. I did not ask him what it contained, so I'll be very curious to hear from you after this is all over and find out whether or not it was of any use. Yeah, so We know there's no 6, 7, or 9 in any of the fixed combinations of the safes on the estate. That's good to know. There is a safe on rank 10. Simon, I can't think of any reason you'd need to access the server administrative controls before I return, but your father has mentioned your interest in computers, so I have a hard feeling you may be a bit more hands-on than your great-uncle. You'll find the admin terminal in Blackbridge Grotto, a small cavern sealed, much like the story, off of the East Drive. I believe I had previously explained how to restore power to the grotto in one of my earlier letters. However, keep in mind that access to the terminal requires an admin key. Unfortunately, I won't be able to set one up for you until I return, but your admin key will eventually be Jones S. Or if you prefer, you can use a pseudonym. I'm sure we'll discuss it in greater detail when I return. Okay, so this just like helps you figure out what admin keys are, if you haven't yet. Simon, if you do end up accessing the admin controls in Blackbridge Grotto, I'm sure you notice the sealed circular door to the left of the terminal. As you likely have already concluded for yourself, this door can only be opened if 3 different microchips are inserted in the center pedestal. Normally, all 3 microchips are kept secured in 3 other locations, but I've decided to make it easy for you, and I've left one of the microchips in the grotto for ready access. However, you will have to find a new clue or 2 to find the other 2. Okay, so both of them are inside of a new clue. Dare I just look up my VOD from yesterday? I have a sledgehammer. That's cheating, though? No. I put in the effort already. This is just me recycling that effort. I would call that resourceful. Clever, even. Something to admire. Yeah, you just took pictures. It's just... I didn't take pictures of the books because it's just so many. I just didn't feel like... You know... taking a screenshot of every individual page, especially when like you need the magnifying glass. Ugh, you know, shovel. Casino. I have the broken lever, so we can gamba hard if we wanted to. Alright. Oh, like notes. I mean, notes. Yeah. Exactly like notes. Money! They're just giving it away. Bop. Gamble. Oh. Spin, spin. He's resourceful, it's true. No? Oh, the snakes are scary. Very good trade, thank you. What do you mean it's not times 2? I know there's the bonus spins at the bottom. Give me a crown. Give me a crown. Alright, fine. Oh. Ah, I see. This one lets you respin 5 times instead of 3 times. My life flashing before my eyes. Dare I? Yeah. Oh, give it to me. Yeah, we made $1. Wow. This isn't gambling. You're lying right now. I don't even know how you could come to the conclusion that this is gambling. It's fake news. Crown? Not worth it. We didn't break even. Set of 3. You know, this is why you shouldn't gamble, kids. Alright, fine. I'm walking away. Tail between my legs. I'm embarrassed because I blew all my money in front of you guys. I was ahead. I should have quit while I was ahead. Yeah, walk away while you can. Yeah, it's true, it's true. Before I have to owe someone money. Next spin would have been it, pretty sure. Yeah, I'm just walking away with my pickaxe. The diamonds, they were right there. A 100% of gamblers quit before they hit it big. Did you know? It's just a numbers game. If you keep gambling, eventually you'll be a winner. This is not financial advice. Please don't take me seriously. I'm a dumbass on the internet. But it's true, I own this house. So the money that I'm putting into those slot machines, I can just take it back out eventually. You make a fantastic point, Metronome. My coin purse. Do you think people who own casinos gamble in their own casinos? No. Yeah, because they're probably, you know, retired and counting their fat stacks, like the big fat cats that they are. Giant stogies in their mouth, top hats, you know. Every capitalist is a caricature. They're in their rooms getting wasted on my dollar. And you know what? Maybe that means that I'm like a philanthropist, you know? I'm like giving to the less needy, which is the rich billionaires. Won't anyone think of the billionaires? Listen, They are trying, okay? Like, really hard. Hard not to think about them lately. Yeah, unfortunately, they've kind of forced themselves into the spotlight, huh? I feel like that's dumb of them to do. Because hear me out. If you're doing objectively evil shit, wouldn't you rather that be behind closed doors so that people can't get mad at you and potentially pull a France and a guillotine on you? It's true, they would leave a bad taste. They probably all taste like fucking leather. I didn't grab an outer room. I must hate fun. Ew. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to find out, is kind of what I'm saying. Can I craft anything with this coin purse? You apparently craft with something. Well, not any of that. Can I make it to the planetarium? No. I walked too many steps. What if they taste like cake, though? Let them eat cake. Why don't we? Alright, I guess I'm gonna go to sleep. In the boudoir. You're gluten intolerant? Yeah, but I don't think pigs contain gluten, though. Is the problem. So I think you'll be okay. Alright. It's past my bedtime. I'm up too late. I got gaming too hard. On that note, you're off to bed? Me too! Have a good night. You as well. I'm gonna go send you over to Brungo, who is also playing Blueprints, if you can imagine it. If you have not gotten your Blueprints fill, we got a homie that is the ideal person to watch play this game. He is a puzzler that puzzles with the best of them. I am hiccuping. Don't mind me. Have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow. Take care. Sayonara. Arrivederci. Etc., etc.